As the Minecraft world develops, the structures in them remain the exact same. So I'm going to completely transform every single one of them. Okay, this is the outline for the first structure, which is the village. Now to build it, I just need a couple materials. Okay, there we go. Now let's start building. Alright, there's all the houses done, but it needs a bit more, so let's add some farmland, horse stable, a well, and a fountain. Alright, and there we go. With a little bit of added greenery, the first structure is transformed. Okay, now's probably a good time to mention that I'm going to be starting off with the easier structures and move on to the hard structures later on. Well, now that I'm not homeless, let's move on to structure 2, which are these forest rocks, because apparently they count as structures. Now I want to make these guys a lot bigger, like a lot bigger, which requires quite a lot of materials, such as 5,500 polished andesite. Right, there's all the andesite gathered. Now I just need 13,000 terracotta. So let's head to the Badlands and make a sick edit out of mining terracotta. Okay, there's all of the terracotta gathered. So let's make some green dye using cactus from my cactus farm to turn it into green and lime terracotta. Now for the 3,000 green glazed terracotta, I can just trade with villagers for it. And using a neat little mod called Tweakaroo, they shouldn't lock their trades. Alright, there's all the green glazed terracotta collected. Moving swiftly on, I need 3,300 coal. That's gonna take forever. So I came up with the solution. I'll transfer myself and my gear to the infinite dimension snapshot. Now if I type this in a book and chuck it into a portal, it goes green and brings me to an entire new dimension. And beneath my feet, there should be loads of coal, yeah. Okay, it's been a while, but I've got all the coal. Okay, well lastly, I just need some stone, diorite, and tar. Okay, let's get to building. Okay, here's the first block done, but I want to build an entire pile of them. But so I don't have to spend another 3 hours building, I'm going to get editing to do it for me. Now, I may have gone a little overboard, but you know what they say, the bigger the better. And that applies to all circumstances in life. For example. Right, moving on, let's head to the desert to transform this petty looking well. Now to transform it, I want to make it a lot bigger, better, and that's pretty much it. Well, to do that, I'm going to need a lot of sandstone. Oh yeah, there should be plenty. I just need a few other bits and pieces and we're ready to go. While I build this, I should probably mention that all of these builds are designed by me with the help of my good friend Levi. Oh, and by help, I mean...
Lucid, are you gonna help me build or just watch me build?
Alright, well there's the well complete.
Whoa! I didn't see that there. You could say that I can't see that well.
Alright, now let's go from the hot desert to the cold icy biome. Because I'm going to be transforming the igloo. Now, instead of it just being snow, I'm going to use lots of different ice and, well, snow. So I'm sorry Ice Spice, but you gotta go. Okay, there should be plenty now, I just need quite a lot of snow. Oh no. As you can see, this is very ethical and aligns with all animal safety laws. No, I'm kidding, but if it works, it works. You've gotta be kidding. Okay, let's make another snow golem and name him... I don't need your compliments, I already know I'm so creative. Okay, back to mining snow we go. Right, there's all the materials except for a little bit of calcite. Why does this block sound so good? Alright, well now let's get to building. And there is the igloo transform. But I feel like it's missing something though. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Drop a name for him in the comments. My favorite one gets a shout out. So now what? The fourth structure is transformed. Now the next structure is the swamp hut, which I want to transform into a giant haunted mansion. And brace yourselves because things might get a bit spooky. Okay, to build this haunted mansion, I first need lots of spruce logs. What is that? Wait, no, stay, no, stop following. He's following me, what? Right, next I need a lot of dark oak logs. Oh my... Okay, well I just need some other stuff like glowstone, lots of cobwebs, and pumpkin. Okay, let's first de-swamp the swamp.
What?
Alright, now let's clear out a nice flat area to build. Alright, here's the outline, and sure, it looks weird right now, you just gotta trust the process. So let's now build up the rest of the haunted house. Oh my god, what was... And there we go, that looks so cool. Especially when compared to this petty witch hut. But it's kind of missing an interior. As if I'm doing that, I'm gonna leave it like I do to all my problems. Now that we're done with this, hopefully the spooky stuff is gone. So let's head underground to transform the next structure, which is the mine shaft. Now, this is gonna be pretty hard to transform because it's underground, just like the ancient city, which I'm gonna have to do later. Okay, my plan is to make a giant hole and then fill it with a bunch of branches and stuff inside. A bit like this image you can see here. But all this water is kind of in the way. Okay, here's all the rows of sand placed down, so now we just gotta use sponges to remove all the water. It's been 8 hours, and I'm going to bed. In Minecraft, of course. Who do you think I am? Right, now let's clear out all this sand. Okay, there's all of this water and sand finally cleared out. Oh, and I changed my totem to a hand, because I'm just that creative. Now to make this big hole, I can either use a single TNT flying machine, or I can use like 50 different TNT dupers to make the shape slightly more realistic. Do you think I'm insane? Because that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, now let's push some minecarts onto them. And there we go, now let's turn them on and pray that it works. Judging by my past experiences with redstone, it probably won't. I take that back, I think it's working, let's go. Oh my, no. Oh my god. Okay, there we go, it worked without any casualties whatsoever. I just gotta remove some of these floating blocks just like that, nice. Before you ask, I'm also not sure why I had to drain all this water. I guess I just thought it would be bigger. I hate my life. Well, now we can actually start building the mine shaft. The reason this doesn't look like a mineshaft is because it's a wood farm. Because, as you probably guessed, a giant mineshaft requires a giant amount of wood. And this farm actually works, let's go. So now I'll just AFK here for a little while to get oak and spruce logs. Alright, well now I just need some jungle wood, mud, and wool. Alright, now let's get to building. Alright, here's the main middle section of the mineshaft. In real life, it'd be like an elevator that takes you down. So now let's add a bunch of branches and rails down here to make it actually look like a mineshaft. Alright, nice. Now I want to add some neat looking bridges connecting and all that. Oh yeah, this mineshaft is really coming together. But to add the final piece to the pie, I want to add some cool little details like some loot chests, dynamite, and some trees. Okay, well we are now done with the mineshaft. But inside of it, I want to transform the dungeon spawner, whatever you call it. So... nice, there we go, that looks sick. Beano would look even better. Switching my shaders to rethinking voxels. Now to top it all off, I'll add a spawner that I obtained a couple episodes back. Alright, moving on, let's head to the jungle to transform this jungle temple. So let's first clear out a massive area, and now we can get to building. The joke was that I don't have any materials, but it probably wasn't that funny, was it? In other words, let's get to gathering materials. Alright, there's 4 shulker boxes of stone bricks. Now I just need 5,000 moss blocks, which I can get from this convenient moss farm here. Alright, well now I just need 3 shulker boxes of jungle leaves. Okay. Okay, there's all the jungle leaves. Next is 2,000 andesite, which is light work considering I just spent 2 hours getting jungle leaves. Right now, I need 2,000 black concrete. Black concrete requiring 4 sand, 4 gravel, and 1 black dye. And 1 black dye requires 1 ink sac. So, I'm sorry squid population, but you gotta go. Alright, now just get some gravel and sand from my gravity block duper, and then combine them all up. But this needs to be hardened, so introducing the concrete powder hardener 3000. Yeah, I'm not the best with names. Now I'll sit here for like 2 minutes and have all the concrete I need. Now I need over 2,000 polished andesite slabs, which is light work considering I'm an average Minecraft YouTuber. Nice, that was easy. Now I need 2,000 andesite wood, which equates to 1.5 shulker boxes of andesite logs, which equates to my loss of sanity. God damn. And there we go, that took way too long. Alright, now let's get all the rest of the materials. It's been 7 hours, and I never want to do that again. Alright, well now let's get to building. Yo, this actually looks insane. But even taking into account the sheer size of it, we're still not done. You see, jungle temples have lots of mini traps inside of them, and these are very cool and intricate. Yeah, that last part was a joke. So I'm gonna make some really cool and unique traps inside of this temple and get my friend Mello to try and get through them. Thing is, I have no clue how to design any trap. Alright, so I've got a few trap designs I'm thinking of, and for the first one, I'm taking inspiration from this scene where Jones is running across a bridge and it's kind of falling behind him. So let's first build a long tunnel for him to run across. Alright, now I'm thinking if I add some tripwire here, it should activate some sticky pistons connected to signs which will break and cause the gravel behind him to fall. Don't worry, you'll see it in action very soon. Now the next trap is a parkour course, and it's not really inspired by Indiana Jones, but it's just pretty iconic, so yeah. Let's first build the room for it and flood it in lava. Now I don't want this to be a boring parkour course, so I'm gonna use blocks like dripstone and ladders, and I'll add a neo jump just to make it hard for him. Yeah, he's so screwed. Okay, here's trap 3, which is a recreation of the iconic Leap of Faith scene in one of the movies. And I know I'm hiding a lot of details from you, but I'll reveal everything when Mello's here. What's up, Mello?
What's up, big blue man?
Welcome to trap 1.
Yo!
Alright, so basically this trap is...
What's this thing? Wait, why am I slow? Your trap sucks.
Okay, well, now that that trap's done, welcome to the center room thing. I probably should have named it. Anyways, I'm so certain you won't complete all the traps that if you do, you'll get the password to my YouTube channel in the treasure room.
Oh, no way, really? Wait, where even is a treasure room?
That's a good question. You see, once you complete each trap, you'll get a single-digit code that you'll have to combine at the end of the traps to open a secret entrance to the treasure room. So if you look in that lectern, there's your first digit of the code.
Yo, a number!
Alright, the next trap is basically a parkour course, and don't die, cause it's hardcore.
Okay, I'm going in 3, 2, 1. Yo! Oh, wait, that one was close. Come on.
No way, he actually hit that.
Yes! Let's go! 5. Wait, so like, how did I get back now? Let's go! I made that. Yeah, you're kind of bad at this.
Okay,
like, can you make better traps?
Well,
so where's the next trap now? Oh, right here, trap 3.
Alright, so this one is a leap of faith. It's all about courage and...
Well, like, what if I just...
You see, you could do that. It's all about the courage, the belief. Do you believe you can make it? It's all it is, Mello. It's a leap of faith.
I don't believe that. So
Just jump.
Well, I guess if you say so. Jump! Wait, how am I floating? Wait, what?
Now you've completed 3 traps. You know what that means? See if your marshmallow brain can figure this out.
1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yes! Let's go, bro! I did it! What? Nah, I'm canceling you!
But let's not worry about that. Let's worry about the next structure. Alright, the next 2 structures are found in the ocean, and they are the shipwreck and ocean monument. I'm gonna start with the monument, which I want to turn into, well, this. I don't know how to explain it. So let's just quickly get all the materials. There are a few gaps for the prismarine, so let's just AFK at my guardian farm. Okay, there's all the materials. Now, I could drain all the water around it, but everyone seems to do that, so I'm not going to. And I guess that's more of an excuse than a reason. But, yeah. Alright, here's the island I'm going to be putting it on. So now let's just add some support pillars where I can slap the rest on top. Alright, now since the ocean monument actually looks kind of cool, I'm going to use that as the base, but add lots of details and more pillars coming off it. So now let's add the regular horseshoe kind of shape on top. Okay, that's looking kind of nice. So let's add some more pillars and a second layer on top of it. Man, this looks sick. But there's just a couple details I want to add, like these column things and a guardian sitting on top.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
Yo, this looks insane. But there's just one thing all ocean monuments have that mine doesn't. Yep, it's Elder Guardians. So I'm gonna trap one of them in each of these little aquariums. How am I gonna trap them? That's a good question. I don't know. Okay, I'm thinking if I push one of these guys through a portal that leads to the top of the bedrock roof in the nether, I can then make a long rail and hopefully get it in a minecart, yeah. So I'll just push it all the way into a portal that leads straight to its aquarium. Nice, now I just gotta do this for another Elder Guardian. And there we go, that is the ocean monument monument transformed. Okay, moving on to the shipwreck. I want to revamp it into a giant yacht. And this is going to require so many materials, so let's start with the first being white wool. How much of it? 15,000. I'm so sorry. Come to think of it, I'm not sorry in the slightest. Anyways, I'm gonna let this farm run and go get the other materials, such as 11 shulker boxes full of blackstone, which shouldn't take too long, right? Right? It's been 3 hours and I'm only halfway there. And there's 11 shulker boxes of blackstone, which actually didn't take too long. Oh. Right, now I need this many birch slabs. Why birch? Wouldn't have a clue. So let's get to deforestation. Wait, am I stupid? I have a tree farm. So let's strip some trees naked and use the saplings at the wood farm. Nice, there should be plenty. Okay, to take a break from getting materials, I'm gonna get to building this super yacht. Alright, here's the bottom part of the ship. I think it's called the hull or something. So let's get back to material gathering. First is about 4 shulker boxes of black stained glass, which requires almost 14 stacks of ink sacs. And since I, well, already wiped out the squid population around here, I'm gonna have to build an ink farm. Yeah, that's literally all it is. I just gotta get 2 allays in here and I'm pretty sure they can be found in pillager outposts. Yeah, nice. Now you guys are coming with me. Okay. Alright, I'll just give him each 1 ink sac and head up here. So basically the guardian should kill all the squids and the allays should bring the ink sacs to the hoppers. At least that's what Mr. Tutorial Guy told me. Okay, it's been about an hour, so let's see how much we've got. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll be taking some of that. Oh, thank you. So now I'll just craft it into black dye and combine it with some glass. Okay, we'll now just need a little bit of blue terracotta, diorite, quartz, water, wait. Acacia, ice, and some other materials. Nice. Okay, well now we can get to building this super yacht. Why'd Levi have to make this so intricate? Alright, and there we go. I just gotta add some stuff like a golf course, rubber ducks in the water, and some other details around here. Okay, I've kinda taken the wreck out of shipwreck with this one, but I love it. Yes, I'm recording this on Christmas, but that's besides the point. After spending almost 2 months on this project, I've come to realize that I didn't really start this just to improve the old structures. I started this project to have fun designing all these mega builds, collecting all the materials, and finally building the structures. So the rest of this video is going to be focused on, yes, transforming the structures, but also simply enjoying myself whilst doing so. Okay, here's us designing the pillager outpost.
When you say us, you mean me, right?
Anyways, what's the plan?
The plan is to just build as it goes and see what turns. I
don't think he knows what he's doing, so let's just pull a 3, 2, 1 jump cut. That didn't work. 3, 2, 1 jump. No, jump.
I think it's broken.
It's not work. What did I do wrong?
On a list.
Okay, buddy.
Yo tengo un hijo.
Yo tengo un hijo. Yes. Alright, there we go. It is done, but it's blurred out for legal reasons. I'm kidding. You just gotta wait until I build it in the actual world to see it. But to do that, I need a couple materials. Okay, there's all the materials except for 56 ochre froglight, and to get these, an orange frog needs to kill a magma cube and it'll magically drop a froglight. Not that that makes any sense at all. And I have 3 options to get these. 1, bring frogs into the nether and force them to eat magma cubes myself. 2, trap frogs inside a magma cube spawning chamber. And 3, slavery. Oh wow, thank you, Levi. Alright, now I need a place to put it, and I'm thinking right about here. So first I gotta destroy the old outpost that's in the way. Alright, well now I've just got to build a stone base kind of thing that the outpost will sit on. Okay, first I'll add some details around here so it's not bland, and then I can just start bringing some pillars up. Okay, now I should be able to edit the rest in, almost. Okay, yeah, that worked. Just gotta add some final touches like some very deadly defenses, little tent things around the place, and a villager being tortured. Come to think of it, this may be slightly unethical. Anyways, that is the pillager outpost transformed. Moving on, let's head to the nether to transform the next 4 structures, starting with the fossil. I'm thinking we can turn it into a giant, like, snake-looking T-Rex looking thing, I don't know. Yeah, let's just get the materials. First is bone blocks, pretty simple really. Next is some calcite, also pretty simple really. Last is quartz, once again, pretty simple really. I just gotta trade with this villager. Alright, the first step is probably to make a long curvy spinal cord stretching across this valley. So let's get to building. Okay, there we go. Now with the front here, I want to add a giant T-Rex looking skull. Damn, okay, that's looking nice. I'll just add some glowstone in its eyes to make them glow. Well, now that the fossil is transformed, let's move on to the ruined portal, which is technically a nether structure, but I'm gonna build it in the overworld. Let's first build a massive island to put it on. I need more stuff. Okay, well, let's get back to building. Alright, there's the stony bottom part of the island done, and I gotta say, it looks very nice. Now, I want to add a green layer on top that's infected by some red nether stuff. Coincidentally, like an actual ruined portal. And wow, I magically have everything I need. Don't know how that got there. Oh wait, no, I still need green wool, which I can get by dyeing the very happy inhabitants of my sheep farm. Okay, can I get out? No. Now give me a wool, or witness the sheer terror. Literally. Finally, I just need red nether bricks, and the only way to obtain it is with nether wart. So I built a nether wart farm. Let me be clear, size does not matter. Alright, these replay building shots are getting a bit repetitive, so instead, I'm gonna draw it for you. Okay, here's me building the green stuff. Still building. Oh, no, now it's the red stuff. Okay, and wow, okay, I'm done. Now it's time for the portal, because a ruined portal wouldn't be complete without a, well, ruined portal. And there we go, we're almost complete, just gotta add some lava to spice it up, quite literally. Alright, well, that's the ruined portal transformed. So let's head back into the nether to transform this guy's home. Don't get too excited, first I gotta slaughter your entire bloodline. Yeah, that sounded better on paper.
How does that sound better on paper? Are you mental?
Now before you call me crazy, I first gotta kill all these guys so I can tear down this bastion to grab all its resources. Don't do it, don't shoot, He shot. Okay, well now let's get to mining. I'm not doing this. Alright, that should be all the black stone, but I still need gold. How much gold? This much gold. Now, I could build a typical gold farm, but that's no fun. So I'm gonna build something cooler and much more overpowered. Okay, you probably don't see the correlation between these two items, but trust me, soon you will. Alright, first I'll downgrade my world to 1.19, where when I place a spawner, it'll turn into a pig spawner. Now, using these, I'll create the Pig Producer 6000. Don't ask how, but this took me 3 hours to design. I'm not a redstone expert, okay? Alright, so basically the pig should spawn, fall down here, go through this tunnel, and shoot up this water column into this room right here. Where I can then activate this lightning rod with a channeling trident. But it needs to be thunderstorming, so while I wait, I'm gonna build an auto sorter to sort out the gold, rotten flesh, gold swords, and pork chop. Okay, it's thundering now, so if I chuck the trident here, it should convert all the pigs into zombified piglins. Yeah, my game's done to lag. Let's kill all these guys off. And it's AFKable too. If I remove loyalty from my trident and chuck it on the lightning rod, it should strike them with lightning every 8 or so seconds. Okay, it stopped thundering, so I'm gonna go collect the rest of the materials, and when it thunders again, I'll collect the rest of the gold. Well, other than that, all I really need is a bit of lava and basalt. Okay, it's been a while and I've basically got all the gold blocks, but I'm just now realizing that I need raw gold blocks as well. God damn. Alright, well now let's start building up the base of this bastion. Okay, so basically I want this bastion to be a king kind of piglin guy. A bit like a regular bastion. To make it even cooler, I'm gonna give it golden eyes and some long sharp teeth. Now, can you guess what every king needs? Guess. Wrong. Golden veins spreading across his body. Okay, and a crown. But I think it'd be cool if I add a little arm here and give him a golden axe. Alright, well, that's the bastion transformed. Alright, the final nether structure, as you probably guessed, is the nether fortress, which is literally defined as a military stronghold. But Minecraft fortresses are quite the opposite. I'm in your house now, bud. I'm in your house now. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna make my transformed fortress actually look like a fortress, or military stronghold. I'll start by building up some castles with some surrounding walls connecting them. I'm out of blackstone. You see, I need about this much blackstone, which is about this many shulker boxes, which is about this much pane. That's a lot, just to be clear. Yeah, and I'm not mining this manually again. So I'm gonna build a piglin farm. Basically, if I chuck these guys some gold, they'll give me blackstone and some other stuff. So if I sit here for a while collecting all the blackstone, they should give me plenty. Yep, they gave me plenty. And this farm also provides nether bricks, which can be used to craft nether bricks. Why do they have the same name? That's just annoying. Okay, back to building. First, I gotta make the walls surrounding this fortress. Right now, I gotta build a massive castle in the middle, so enjoy this montage. Okay, and that is the final nether structure transformed. Now, just before I move on to the final 4 structures, I'm gonna head to the end to revamp the end city. Basically, it's gonna be a big giant floating city in the void. I don't know how to explain it, but it's gonna look sick. Okay, there's all the pepper I need, but I still need 4 shulker boxes of froglight, and the unorthodox method from earlier ain't gonna cut it. Basically, the magma cube should jump down into here, and when they do, the frog should eat them and then spit out. Thing is, I have no frogs. So I got some frogs. Now, I need 12 of you, and if I can count correctly, I only have 2 of you. So... you right there? Okay, there's 12 frogs, give or take a couple. So let's bring them into their chamber. Now, if I sit up here for a little bit, I should soon have plenty of froglight. Okay, for the big reveal. Alright then. Alright, and that's basically all the materials. So let's get straight to building. While I build this, I just want to say that if you're enjoying this video, then feel free to subscribe, or not. I'm not going to give you a whole monologue on why you should, just, yeah, it's up to you. Alright, here's the main centerpiece of the end city, but it's looking kind of cylindrical, so let's add some purple rings surrounding. Now, since at least me personally, I wouldn't call this an end city, I'm going to make some builds spiraling around it. I don't really know what better way to explain it, so, yeah, and there we go, that's the end city transform. I think it's pretty cool how a player would have to get through each of these buildings to get to the elytra up the top. Now, you're probably wondering where the end ship is to get your elytra. Well, instead of telling you that I suck at building ships and decided not to build it at all, let's just say it, blew away. So just squint your eyes and try to imagine it. Okay, now it's time for the desert temple, so it's probably a good idea to first head to the desert. Now, this thing's gonna be massive, so I'm gonna clear out a pretty large area. Okay, I'm just gonna start building and see where the materials from my chest storage gets me. Not very far. If I did the math right, I need about 90,000 deep slate. And if I mine that manually, by the end of it, my character's gonna be looking like this. So I think I might have a genius plan. You see, last episode, I trapped the ender dragon in a boat. And using this little mechanism, I can actually push it around and it'll destroy all the blocks surrounding it. Thing is, they don't drop the items when destroyed. So I installed a coding program called IntelliJ IDEA and opened up the Minecraft code. Then I headed to the Ender Dragon and changed this false to true, allowing it to drop blocks. From there, I just had to run my Minecraft world using this coding platform. Simple, right? Wrong. That took me 9 hours to figure out. Well, now if I push the Ender Dragon, yeah, it drops all the blocks. Let's go. So now if I drop it down to another piece of endstone at y-50, I can then blow up the boat and the dragon will fly all the way to spawn, destroying all the deep slate in its way. So I'll just run down here collecting all the deep slate it drops. Okay, and that should be all 55 shulker boxes of deep slate. So let's simply transfer the world file back, and there we go. Now there are just 4 other blocks I need. Orange terracotta, concrete, and red sandstone are pretty easy, but the 3 shulker boxes of shroomlight might take a little while. I thought if I made a montage I'd have all the shroomlight, but apparently that's not how it works. So I built a farm. I don't have a clue how this thing works, so I'm not going to bother trying to explain it to you. I also don't have a clue if it'll work at all. Okay, it's looking good. Okay, I'm out of warped fungus. So I built another farm. Okay, let's turn this thing on. Is that how I turn it on? Apparently not. Oh, maybe I press these buttons. Maybe if I press all the buttons. Oh, and levers too. Yeah, I'll flick those. Oh, more levers. I'll just press everything. Why not? Oh, it worked. Yes. I knew what I was doing. Okay, I think I should have plenty of fungus now. So back to AFKing we go. Considering the complexity of this farm, that took quite a long time. Well, now we can get to building, which is good. At least I thought so at the time. Okay, this is getting really repetitive. I mean, collecting and placing all these blocks, doing the same thing over and over. This isn't fun. This is the definition of insanity. And it's not just this structure. I mean, the past few structures have been monotonous, whatever that word means. Like, am I really having fun? Isn't that the whole reason I started this project? I haven't been doing anything remotely related to producing this video, and I've been enjoying myself, but have I really been having fun? Or am I simply wasting my time? Maybe fun isn't about temporary enjoyment. Maybe it's about fulfillment and actually doing something with your life. With that newfound drive, I opened up Minecraft, ready to finally achieve something and hopefully experience fun. Instantly I got to work building layer by layer onto this pyramid, depriving myself of sleep, until finally it was complete. Looking back at it, I can't say I had a whole lot of fun building this. Maybe I should just continue on with the other structures and see if it's any different by the end. Moving on to the third last structure, I didn't even know this thing existed until a couple months ago. Probably because it didn't exist until a couple months ago. Yeah, it's the trial chamber. And as you can see, I'm gonna need a lot of copper. So I can either mine it manually, or I can build a farm. Screw that, I'm mining it manually. Now I just gotta cook and oxidize this stuff, then snap my fingers to magically have all the other stuff. Okay, now the trail chambers use the new tough bricks, but since those don't exist in 1.20, I'll use deep slate bricks. So let's fill in the floors with copper and the walls with deep slate. And there we go, that's looking pretty accurate. You've gotta be kidding. Okay, now I'll just add some little stuff around, like dispensers and shroom lights to replace these weird looking lights that don't exist yet. Like, what are these things even supposed to be? Oh yeah, just forget about the tiny differences to the real trial chamber. Oh, and imagine tough bricks instead of these. You know what, just close your eyes and imagine a trial chamber. And now for the second final structure, instead of telling you what it is, I'm just gonna dig down in a mountain biome and let you figure it out for yourself. Okay, no, you're weird. No, thank you. Definitely not going near that guy. But I will take some of this loot. Look at this nerd. He can't even see me. What? Not doing that again. Wait, how am I gonna transform this thing without dying? Wait, I might have an idea. Hey, I need your help with something. Okay, you probably don't have a clue what I'm doing, but first I made a new world in 1.12 pre-release 2. Alright, let's just grab some basic necessities. Now, I gotta find a woodland mansion, and would you look at that, there's conveniently one right there. Now using my elite Minecraft skills, let's just... Bro! Now using my questionably elite Minecraft skills, let's just kill one of these evoker guys. Nah, I'm done. I'm actually so done. Now using my terrible Minecraft skills, let's just kill one of these evoker guys and yoink his totem and get the hell out of there. Now, according to Mello, if I get a stack of wood, then drop my totem and spam the plank recipe a bunch of times, I'm supposed to have a stack of totems, and that obviously didn't work. Let's try it again. No, it's not working. I'm starting to have doubts wasting my time now. Maybe I'll just keep trying. Come on. Oh, wait. It actually worked. 65 totems. What? That's, normal? Yeah, that's very normal. Well, now let's just transfer it back using that MCA selector program from earlier. Don't worry, I'll only use these totems for the ancient city, then I'll take them off, because otherwise what's the point in hardcore? Okay, now just go around destroying all of the shriekers and killing all of the wardens as spawn. Now, I think it'd be cool if, instead of being infected with skulk, this place can be all overgrown and infected with a bunch of moss stuff. Which means replacing every single bit of deep slate and skulk with one of these blocks. Now, the first one's moss, which is probably the easiest because I could just bone meal it all around the place. Yeah, that didn't get me very far. You see, moss only spreads onto deep slate and not all the other stuff. So that means I'm gonna have to manually replace all of it. So I manually replaced all of it. Well, actually only a tiny portion, but that took so long. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to speed this up.
Kaboof! I sound like a magician.
Alright, let's get to work, Levi.
Lucid, hey Lucid, did you hear about the sad warden? Yeah. He started to skulk. It's too funny. You get it? Cause like the warden, like this is even better. Okay. What's redstone ore for? Throwing a redstone boat. Wait, I don't have any blocks. That might be a slight flaw in your plan.
What? This whole time?
yeah, you might wanna.
Okay, well there's the ancient city transformed. I even added this Aether portal thing in the middle and I think it looks pretty cool.
But Lucid, what about the roof?
Yes, transforming the structures, but also simply enjoying myself whilst doing so. Isn't that the whole reason I started this project? To truly experience. I started this project to have fun. No, I'm not gonna do that.
How do you say you transformed it if it's only half done?
Maybe sometimes fun requires sacrifice, I don't know. Let's just move on to the final structure and it's definitely going to be more fun to make than this. Okay, so this last structure is the Woodland Mansion, which is unsurprisingly the largest. And I'm thinking of turning this into a steampunk mansion to show how the pillagers progressed over the 10 years the game's been out. So I went ahead and generated this AI image of a steampunk mansion. So as you probably didn't guess, let's first build the wooden platform for it to sit on. And there we go, as you can see, it's pretty big. Meaning it requires way too many materials. The first being about 13,000 spruce, which is pretty easy considering I have a tree farm. But believe it or not, the 9,000 copper isn't as easy. In fact, it's way too difficult, at least for me to mine myself. Here's $10, go mine me copper. For legal reasons, I don't endorse under minimum wage child labor. Oh, would you look at that? There's 12 shulker boxes of copper, which is all oxidized, which also didn't take me a whole nother week to do. Now there are just a whole bunch of other materials I need to get, so I'm gonna have a fun week collecting them all so I can cut them down into a simple jump cut. I'm so glad that's the last time I have to do that. Well, let's just get to building for the final time. Is this? I remember starting this to have fun, but it's been 4 months and it's just not the same anymore. What does fun even mean?